The Anna Maria men's basketball team is a very young group, not a whole lot of college game experience, but they are starting off the season taking on the Iron in Division III. In a 4-day stretch, they are taking on the preseason number 3 ranked Babson team. They've already taken them on. Preseason first receiving votes in the top 25, or right out of the top 25 in Endicott. And now tonight, the preseason number 1 ranked Amherst team. And anyone that knows Sean Conrad knows he wouldn't have it any other way. Former Shepherd Hill star Mike Raposa leading the Amcats against the preseason number 1 Amherst, formerly the Lord Jeffs. Second half, Kenneth Graham. Strong kick, and the Amcats are down by 10. Graham showing you his whole game. 14-foot jumper, Amcats down by 8. Amcats hanging right with the former Lord Jeffs. Tanner Jackola, former Leominster standout. He's a 2-sport sports star up at Anna Maria, baseball and basketball. Anna Maria, though, lost 90% of their scoring from last year. That's how young this squad is now. Freshman Bobby Peretti sticking to 3. Brian Conrad, former Amcrat great, rocking the mustache. Looks like a bull rider now. Also a spokesman for Winston Cigarettes. Just drink that mustache in. Raposa averaging a double-double this season. Good move for the freshman. Amherst is so good, though, and they're so deep. Eric Conklin, the hoop and the hack. Amherst is up by 8. Former Oxford star Liam Pickett swooping in for 2. Amcats down by 10. The crowd is loving it. Amherst, John McCarthy going up for the two-handed slam. Anna Maria answering and going to their money man, Raposa. Mike delivering on the block. Good touch. Anna Maria fighting tooth and nail in this one. Jockala with a 3. Not enough, though. Amherst gets the win, 75-64.
You know, I couldn't be happier with the effort that we gave tonight. You know, Amherst is, you know, preseason number 1 in the country. To be able to entertain them here at our place and hang with them. You know, I think it was a single-digit game for most of the first half. They came out and got it to double digits at the beginning of the second half, and we, you know, we didn't put our heads down and sulk. We continued to try to stay within what we're trying to get done, and you know, I think we got it to 6 at one point in time. So it was a great effort for us tonight. So it's a very young and inexperienced team, but we've thrown them right up against the metal, and we're certainly hopeful that it pays dividends down the road. You know, we have to dig deep tomorrow. We have one more against Clark at 4 o'clock. A great natural rivalry in a game that, you know, we're going to try to remember Pat Orozco as best we can. But we got to dig deep tomorrow and get through this stretch of 4 games in 5 days.
All right, so Anna Maria hosting Clark tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon. A very difficult stretch for the Amcats. Groton-Dunstable hosting Tyngsboro on Thanksgiving. It's not a rivalry with a lot of history, and that's because Groton-Dunstable hasn't had football that long. But it is a day and a game that the players look forward to.
I mean, the tradition's pretty big here. We actually haven't played them for that long. We're kind of a new program, so I think they've only got 1 win against us, so obviously we want to keep winning.
Thanksgiving is a great vibe. I mean, everyone has their families come into town for the Thanksgiving holiday, so everyone comes down to the game just because there's nothing else to do. So you get a lot more fans than you normally would.
Well, Thanksgiving in general is such a great tradition. It's an opportunity. It's the game you're always going to remember. You can be, you know, 10-0, or you can be 0-10, and you remember Thanksgiving Day and the way that transpires when you get together at reunions 5 or 10 years out. That's what you're talking about.
Again, Groton-Dunstable hosting Tyngsboro on Turkey Day. Well, the Shrewsbury football team fresh off their win over Westfield, a win that put them in the state championship game, but now they focus on Thanksgiving and taking on Wachusett. It is a quick turnaround, but the players will have no problem getting up for this one.
Everyone loves it. I mean, there's nothing better than playing on Thanksgiving than going home and feast.
Personally, my father went to Wachusett, and the field actually is named after my grandfather, Hal Lane, and it's meant a lot for me because I always get trash talk about Wachusett from family members, so it's a big game, and I love playing in it.
It's a game that means a lot to a lot of people, and you know, a lot of fans come out, a lot of alumni come back, so it's an exciting time.
All right, it is going to be a good game, and guess what, folks? As always, we are your home for Thanksgiving Day football. See highlights of all the games from all the Central Mass schools and the great rivalries and the great traditions. 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock live right here on Charter TV3. It is 1 hour of highlights, everything that you want to see, the pregame speeches, the postgame reaction, and of course the Frenzy Marathon starts early in the morning. So if you played years ago, you want to tune in, put it on channel 193 in the morning, see what year we're talking about, what players are we talking about. Always fun to look back, but again, present day, 6 and 10 o'clock, Thanksgiving night, it will be a good one as it always is. 1 hour of all the highlights from all the games.
I think
Turkey
it's great
Day
you've
tradition.
got the marathon too, you know, during the day.
Yes.
That's great.
Oh, it's a blast. People come back, they look at like 1999, and they see the way the set was too. The set has changed a lot. We have aged a lot, Lacombe and I, some different hairstyles. But I'll tell you what, it is great. It is great to look back at these 99 and 2003 and 2010. It's really fun, and I know that families will get together and they'll turn on the channel 193 and just watch and wait for their son to come up and his year to come up and that team. It's a nice tradition.
All right, Kevin Shea, thanks a lot. Good mustache, too. I like that highlight you got in there. That'll do it for us tonight for What's News Tonight. For Kevin Shea, Andy Madison, thanks for tuning in tonight. We hope you'll tune in tomorrow at 6.